Hi, I'm McKinley, and today I am going to be reading you guys Porkenstein. I'm really excited to read this because this really looks interesting. Dr. Smart Pig was a famous inventor, but he didn't have any friends. His two brothers had been eaten by the big bad wolf a year ago, and he had been very lonely ever since. Tomorrow is Halloween, he thought sadly. What fun is Halloween without any friends? Suddenly he had an idea. I'm an inventor. I can invent a friend. I'll never be lonely again. Dr. Pig was excited. He ran into his laboratory. I shall invent a pig that is bigger and better, absolutely wolf-proof, he squealed. Then he mixed some chemicals in a beaker and went to bed. At dawn, Dr. Pig raced to his laboratory. The beaker glowed mysteriously. Then something leaped up and squirted him in the eye. Oh dear, cried Dr. Pig. Something's gone wrong. I invented a pigfish. He put the pigfish into an aquarium and began to mix up a new batch of chemicals, this time with less salt. He put the beaker into an incubator to keep it warm, and off he went to weed his garden. Sorry if I stumbled between a few words. A few hours later, he returned to his laboratory. He peered into the incubator and was happy to see a rounded snout and a corkscrew tail. But something wasn't right. Oh no, he cried, it has wings! What? Oh. The creature oinked, flew off, and hung upside down from the ceiling. It's a pig bat, Dr. Pig said. I'll have to try again. Halloween night was getting closer, and Dr. Pig still did not have a friend. He mixed up another batch of chemicals, and this time he hooked the beaker up to his electro-pigometer. At the last minute, he threw in a teaspoon of sugar. It was almost sunset when he heard loud grunts coming from the lab. Another creation had come to life. There on the table was the biggest pig he had ever seen. I'm starving, the giant pig shouted. I need food! Feed me! Dr. Pig gasped. Would you like a jelly donut? He asked. The giant pig swallowed it in one gulp, dribbling jelly all over himself. More! He shouted. Feed me more! Dr. Smart Pig was worried. Maybe inventing a friend wasn't such a good idea after all. He ate the curtains, the doormat, the rug, and a chair. He even ate the dust bunnies and the bugs. What would the neighbors think? This was no friend. It's Porkenstein, Dr. Pig gasped. I've created a monster. And then there's a little piggy outside taking a picture with the camera. Poor kitty. It did not take long for stories about Porkenstein to spread. Soon everyone for miles around was talking about the enormous pig. The big bad wolf heard about the incredible hog and he began to drool at the thought. Yum, 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 he said to himself. What a meal! All right. It was just after sunset on Halloween night when someone knocked on Dr. Pig's door. Oh no, our first trick-or-treater. You've eaten all the candy, Dr. Pig began to cry. Outside was a drooling little old lady with fangs, long furry ears, and a tail tucked under her dress. It's him, Dr. Smart Pig whispered, and he began to shake with fear. Who? The big bad wolf, the one who ate my brothers. Porkenstein opened the door. Trick or treat, piggy, piggy, the wolf said in a creaky old lady voice. He licked his chops. You sure are a big fellow. And what big thighs you have. And what long furry ears you have, replied Porkenstein inside the house. Dr. Pig listened, frozen with fear. Suddenly there was a scuffling sound, followed by a huge gulp and a rumbling belch. Then silence. Dr. Smart Pig peeked out the door. You didn't, he said and gasped in disbelief. I did, Porkenstein smiled. A pair of empty boots stood where the wolf had been. Uh-oh. That night, Dr. Pig could not believe how lucky he was. Porkenstein, he said, I'll never have a better friend. You mean I'm not just an invention? Porkenstein asked. No, you're a true friend. The big bad wolf was gone forever, and Dr. Pig would never be lonely again. Now it was time for fun. I'm still hungry, said Porkenstein. Let's go trick-or-treating. So the two pigs put on costumes and off they went. Happy Halloween! Even the moon's a little piggy. Now we have one more book. Only a witch can fly. Did I show you the cover of the last book? I don't know. Right here. If you were a young witch who had not yet flown, and the dark night sky held a round yellow moon, and the moon shone light on the silent broom, and the dark cat beside you purred, soar, would you too begin to cry because of your longing to fly? The dark night around you fills with fly, fly, and the bright yellow moonlight shines down. Cat by your side purrs a gentle bye-bye. and owl stares up at a star so far. Your heart tells you now, and you walk to the door. Cat arches his back and croons, soon. You stroke dear cat and slip from your home. Your home in the woods by the fire. Cauldron and hat, brown velvet. Bat, the too small robe you once wore. Far above are the stars you love, singing their faraway tune. But black cat beside you hums poor you, poor, poor. How awful it is not to fly in the sky. With the moon and the stars so high and the smoke rising up like a plume, black cat beside you cries, look at the star, and the brown velvet bat's echoes sigh. You pick up the broom and you turn to the moon and you count. One, 2, 3, 4. And into the sky you soar. Black cat arches and sings, higher, high, and the dark earth below is gone. Above you the night birds circle and croon. Did you ever know you could fly so high? The top of the sky is so far, so far. The moon trails fire through a reservoir, and you are earthbound no more. Who could have known it was such a big sky? Bat and owl below wave bye-bye, and cat calls a velvet song to the moon. And you have flown, you have flown. Hold tight to your broom and float past the stars and turn to the heavens and soar, for only a witch can fly past the moon. Only a witch can fly. The end. I hope everybody has a happy Halloween. And I hope you enjoyed the books. Bye.